I'm David. I'm 67 years old, and 18 months ago, I died. Then I came back with a woman's heart. But this story is not just a medical miracle. This is also a warning story. Because if I tell you how I ended up in that hospital bed, maybe you won't make the same mistakes. I spent 30 days in the hospital's cardiology unit. One foot was in the grave. I was being kept alive with 4 IV lines. Every day I was getting a little weaker. Then my doctor walked into my room and said that sentence, "Mr. Carter, there is a heart now, a woman's heart." In that moment, everything changed. But first I have to tell you how I got there. In 2019, I was a successful architect, a man who had his own firm, who managed projects, who lived his life. I was married. Sarah and I had been married for 32 years. We had a son, Jake. He was 28, newly married, just starting his life. From the outside, everything was perfect. But I was doing something. I had been doing it for years, and I didn't even realize it. I was neglecting myself. I was focused on work, projects, deadlines, clients, success. I wasn't taking care of my health. March 2020. I'm in the office. I'm preparing a big project presentation. Lunchtime. A pressure in my chest, heavy, like an elephant is sitting on me. My left arm goes numb. I'm sweating. I can't breathe. I collapse to the floor. Someone shouts, "Call an ambulance!" They take me to the hospital. ER. Doctors running. EKG. Tests. And then the doctor comes. "Mr. Carter," he says, "you had a heart attack." "How serious is it?" I ask. The doctor hesitates. That hesitation, the hesitation where bad news arrives. "Serious," he says. "Your heart muscle has been severely damaged, and the tests show that this is not your first crisis." "What?" I say. "You've had small, silent heart attacks in the past. You didn't notice them, but they damaged your heart tissue." My head spins. How did I not notice? After the first heart attack, they were able to fix me. Stents, medication, rest. "You're lucky," the doctor said, "but the heart is seriously weak. We need to monitor it." 6 months later, it got worse. Heart failure. It can't pump anymore. It can't supply the blood my body needs. I returned to the hospital again. This time, more serious. "You need a heart transplant," Dr. Morrison said. "There is no other option." A heart transplant. Those words, those huge, terrifying words. "How long will I wait?" I asked. "We don't know," he said, "until a suitable donor is found. It could be days, weeks, months. What if you can't find one?" The doctor looked at me. "Then your time is limited." I was added to the list, and I began to wait. I was moved to the cardiology unit. This place became my home. Sarah came every day. She would sit beside me, hold my hand, say nothing. Sometimes just sitting is enough. Jake came twice a week, after work, tired, but he came, for me. And I was getting weaker every day. Day 5, day 10. My anxiety was growing. Every day I thought, is it today? Will the heart come today? But it didn't come. Day 20, day 25. 4 IV lines, just to stay alive. I couldn't walk anymore. I couldn't get up. I was just lying there, waiting. waiting for someone to die so that I could live. This reality was unbearable. When the day came, I was trying not to hope anymore, because hope hurt. Then Dr. Morrison walked in, and there was that expression on his face. "Mr. Carter," he said, "there is a heart." The world spun. "Now?" I asked. "Now," Dr. Morrison said, "but I need to tell you something. This heart belongs to a woman." Strangely, I didn't even think about that at first, because the only thing I could think was, I might live. But then the questions came. What if I said no? What if I said, I don't want a woman's heart? Would I lose my place on the list? Would I wait and die? This wasn't a choice. This was survival. "Let's do it," I said. "It's happening," I said. "It's really happening." After 30 days, finally. That night I went into surgery, and I woke up with a woman's heart. The first thing I felt was pain, deep, throbbing pain in my chest. Then a rhythm, regular, strong, a heartbeat. But it wasn't my heartbeat, it was someone else's, a woman's. I was alive. I was grateful to that woman, deeply, purely grateful. Donating a heart takes courage. Saying, yes, take her organs on the worst day of your life takes courage. And they did it, for a stranger. But there was also a strange feeling. At that moment, I didn't know it yet. This heart carried secrets. It carried problems. But in that moment, I was just grateful. Now it's been 18 months, and I've changed. My personality changed. My emotions changed. I became more empathetic. I feel deeper. I understand people's pain better. And I cry a lot. I used to be a man who rarely cried. Now I cry about everything. And that's good, because it makes me more human. Women have a higher pain threshold, and it feels like I inherited that threshold. But life went on, and the donor heart came with problems. The first problem, heart spasms. They started months after the surgery. Sudden pain in my chest. I can't breathe. Panic. I'm having a heart attack, I think. It's happening again. I rush to the ER. Tests. But it's not a heart attack. Heart spasms. From the donor. This happened 3 times. 5 times. Eventually the doctors understood and gave me medication. It still happens sometimes. A reminder. This heart is not mine. The second problem, CMV, cytomegalovirus. The donor was CMV positive. I was negative. A mismatch. After the surgery, my immune system was suppressed, and CMV became active. Fatigue, fever, pain. The treatment lasted months. We're still monitoring it. The risk is still there. This is my new reality. Medications, tests, uncertainty. But you know what? I'm still here. Every morning I wake up, I see Sarah. I see Jake. I see Emma. I can live with CMV. I can live with heart spasms. Because the alternative was that hospital bed, waiting for death. No, I'll take this every day. Now I want to tell you something. If you take one thing from this story, let it be this. Don't postpone your health. I postponed it, and it almost cost me my life. Listen to your loved ones. Set your priorities right. Become an organ donor. Every day is a gift. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. I'm David. I'm 67 years old. 18 months ago, I died. And I came back with a woman's heart. Here is the truth no one talks about. A woman died so I could live, and her family, on the worst day of their lives, made the hardest decision. Dear family, I don't know you, but I owe you everything. Your daughter's heart is in my care.